Midlife Krisis. Oh.
That's why I do the intros.
Look, I'm never going to let you do that again. Let's just get it out of the way. Welcome to another, we'll say, Jungle Green episode of Midlife Krisis. We have been playing on an e-reader attached to a Gamecube.
Yes.
And I feel like it would be a stupid lost opportunity to not take full advantage of the fact that I did set up a Gamecube.
Please tell me this is your original Gamecube that you've had for over 20 years.
It is not.
Damn it.
So I had a launch Gamecube, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. It was a black one, though, and I do regret that. I wish I would have got the weird purple one, just because, to me, it's like the more iconic of the two. Mm. But like so many people in their early 20s, when you're graduating from college and you have no money, and a new Nintendo just came out and you want to buy like a game, you, of course, are going to trade in all of your Gamecube shit, including a broadband adapter, for like fucking $40 or something stupid like that. And that was one of many key moments that broke my brain when I did that. And it was kind of like, you know what? No, never again. Never again. Yeah. Since then, I have graduated. This is that's my B Gamecube. Okay. My A Gamecube is over there, over your shoulder. It's over your shoulder right there in the entertainment side.
I see it. Yeah.
And the difference being, of course, the B Gamecube doesn't have digital video out, whereas, of course, my A Gamecube obviously does. So
and then a lot of the Gamecube games are on the Nintendo Nintendo Online, right? Can't you?
Gamecube? No, absolutely not.
Oh, there's not.
Absolutely not.
Well, okay, but a few of the higher profile games have been remade for the Switch, right?
No. Mario Sunshine, and that's it.
And otherwise, you've got to...
So there's a reason why the GameCube, there's several reasons, and I touched on this on one of our recent episodes. The value of GameCube stuff has kind of run away for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, like anything else in this twisted hobby, COVID. So COVID made everything across the board, prices shoot up. GameCube, because of how old it is and where people are in their lives that grew up with the GameCube as their like childhood Nintendo, they're kind of all, up until very recently, rushing out to buy as much GameCube crap as they get their mitts on, basically. And then thirdly, there's so much stuff that is locked onto GameCube because it is the only major system that Nintendo hasn't done any sort of archiving or rebundling and reselling of their stuff. Like you've got a port of Twilight Princess on the fucking Wii U. That's still locked on the Wii U. Twilight Princess is there.
Yeah.
And then you got Mario Sunshine, and that's it. Like that's of all the major GameCube games, they're just stuck on that system. Heavily rumored that the Switch 2 is going to be the thing that ushers in the GameCube support. And you gotta think about this stuff. Like, of course they will eventually do that. Why wouldn't they? They've done it to literally everything else with the sole exception of the Virtual Boy, and that's because of Boo Boo Face.
And there's people out there like me willing to spend money to get access to content from a bygone system.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about playing games on the Switch was getting games that were re-releases but new to me to play them.
New to you and many other people because the Wii U sold like 70 units.
Right.
Anywho. This is one game that is, in order to properly play this game, and this was re-released on the Wii, but it completely missed the point. We are going to be playing this absolute masterpiece, in my opinion, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Focus, Mr. Camera. That's fine. Good enough. This is not the music rhythm game that you think it is.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
I know. I don't. So there's a reason why we're playing this game. Number one, I don't think you've ever heard of it or know about it or anything.
Correct.
Number two, this is going to knock your dick in the dirt. It's that good of a game.
I don't know if I should look
Trust
forward
me,
to that.
you're gonna want that dick in the dirt when we're done here.
So the original game that I'm thinking of, or you're thinking I'm thinking of, is Donkey Konga. That's what
and you play with the bongos.
Yeah.
You also play this game with bongos.
Okay, I'm in.
And
I want those bongos.
Of course you do. So plug that into player one for me, please and thank you. So what we're gonna do is play with these bongo controllers, which are beloved treasures, as we all know and respect.
Are these your original bongos?
These are my original bongos.
Oh, boy.
These have never left. These have never left my presence. My GameCube game collection for a couple games. Other than that, I kept everything. A couple games I did sell over the years, but then of course rebought because of the sickness.
Yeah.
But now my GameCube collection is right exactly where it needs to be, and I have everything that I ever truly loved, and that's a collection I never say never, because I might be in a dark place and I need money, but I do plan on keeping the GameCube stuff's not for sale because it is super hard to get and expensive, and I love it. So let's do this. I'm gonna pop the game on. We're gonna be here. Let's give a little volume. I'm well aware that I don't have any memory card in there, so let's do this. So real quick before we move forward continue without saving. This game was made by the fine people that made Mario Galaxy. So This was that team's first game. And then from this, Nintendo thought so highly of this and their work that they put them on the fucking Mario series from this game.
A pretty good decision.
Yeah. Well,
they made one of the best games ever.
So it's telling me to clap. So I don't need to clap. I can talk. It does the same thing. So there's our titular hero, Donkey Kong, the king of swing himself. So, okay. Eventually I'm going to let you play, but I need to...
Eventually.
I need to kind of because we're on audio, we have microphones, I need to kind of smarten you up a little bit about how we're going to do this. Because this might be torture for the audience, but I'm going to rest these bongos here if I can, on my knees. And here we go. So, Donkey Kong on the screen. You see the screen here? It's telling me that to hit that thing to move.
Yeah,
this is a platform game that is played with bongos. So, double bongos is jump, and left is obviously left bongo, right is right bongo, and then if you clap, you will grab stuff. And punch shit. And boom. That's the intro. This game came out in 2005, I think. Maybe the screen will confirm that. I was so hooked. I obviously was following this as any GameCube devotee would.
Right.
When this game came out, though, I locked myself into a bedroom and for a whole weekend, I did everything that you can do. In my hands, I swear to God, my hands were chafed at the end of that weekend because of how much I played this game. It's glorious. Okay, so let's push start to play. We'll go right into the Banana Kingdom here, and you'll start to see. Maybe you will. I don't know. To me, it kind of jumps out. But actually, you didn't play a whole lot of Galaxy, did you?
Not a whole lot.
Okay. Well, some maybe, I don't know, but a lot of the stuff that you will see in Mario Galaxy, simple ideas, concepts, and especially graphical flourishes. You'll notice the fur on Donkey Kong. It's pretty amazing, especially for 20-year-old tech. So they re-released this game on the Wii, and obviously they emulated all the mechanics with waggle, and it's not the same.
I bet it's not the same. You need to bash those bongos.
Absolutely, you do. Okay.
And clap.
So you got to clap to grab this dude. So it's going to be a jump and a clap, and then boom, and then clap to get those.
I'm not playing this, Brian. This is all you.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty well versed in this. Apologies to the audience if this sounds horrific, and it might.
Right.
I am trying to kind of play light here. So you can beat the shit out of these bongos, which is kind of the magic of them. And my bongos have existed, like I was saying, these are 20-plus-year-old bongos, and they're still going.
They have millions of
so many whacks. So many whacks on this thing. I missed the deal there. Oh, I'm being attacked. I think I have to clap these up. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Clap. And so this is so satisfying. Watch this. So you grab these guys and then you just eat them. Here we go. Oh yes. Perfect.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try to get to a boss because the boss fights. Oh my god. The boss fights are imagine playing Punch-Out with gorillas and bongos. That's what it is. It's stunning.
Please get to a boss.
So as I continue my journey here, talk to me about what it is that you're seeing.
So, first, the idea that you lock yourself into a room, and I just imagine, like, your sister calling you and like, hey, Brian, it's Mom's birthday this weekend. You're like, no, I can't.
Real important business going on.
Graphically, looks pretty similar to Donkey Kong Country, like an advanced Donkey Kong Country. I knew about Donkey Konga, the rhythm game. I had the idea. I just cannot imagine being in a boardroom again and being like, okay, our idea is a platformer involving bongo gameplay.
There was no boardroom at all in the discussion of this glorious masterpiece. And
then friend of the show, Shigeru, I wonder what he had to say about all this.
Oh, I think that. So this is me just speculating, and maybe there is some things written about him and his opinion of this stuff, but obviously Miyamoto is in an executive position, especially when it comes to things like Mario. And for this team to go on to make Mario Galaxy speaks everything that needs to be spoken
he
about.
must have really liked it.
I mean, this game is so goddamn well made. It's so polished, and it is so unique. There's literally absolutely nothing like this game.
Do you know what that team did after Galaxy?
Galaxy 2.
Well, and I mean, but in the 20-year sense.
I believe they're the Odyssey. I would assume they're the Odyssey people. I don't know that to be 100% true, but I mean, Galaxy 1 and 2 were great games. Why would you get the team?
Yeah.
I mean, unless they had like different ideas, I guess. I don't know. But I would speculate that the DNA of this game goes into Odyssey today.
Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh no! No! You gotta clap!
There we go.
Clap them away.
So you see how I have that big number, the 358 or whatever?
Yeah.
That's like your be-all, end-all in this game. You don't really have lives or life. You just have a score. And the higher score unlocks higher medals, which unlocks levels and stuff. So it's like kind of a big deal. And for the trophy people, i.e. you, this game has those. Yeah. All right, here we go. Boss fight. Here's the first one.
All right, I want to see this punch out.
It's been a minute, so bear with me.
Is this a workout? You feel it?
Well, yeah, I'm beating the shit out of bongos, dude. It's definitely more of a workout than playing a goddamn MMO or what have you. Auto running and whatnot. Okay. Okay, Wobot. Boom. Yes. Socked him, fool!
Oh, boy.
Look at that. Oh, fuck. Going sideways with him.
Oh, boy. Oh, no, he's
enraged,
out.
yeah. Oh. It's hard to balance these on my thigh. I usually have them in between my knees, you see.
Yeah.
And I can't really do that in this environment.
Oh, yeah, this is it. You've almost got him.
Oh, It is one of, like, honestly, I want you to understand what I'm telling you is I mean it genuinely. Like, this is one of the more visceral video game experiences you can have.
Well, yeah, you're directly engaging with the content.
But that's what's so cool about this. So like this works so unbelievably well in the application that it's for.
Yeah.
That you would never assume in a million years that anyone could do this. And the fact that
I would assume that. That's correct.
Of course. But the fact that it is this good, it just kind of boggles the mind a little bit. So I'm going to hand this torch over to you.
Oh no.
I know. And I'm probably going to keep a hand on it so that you don't smash my bongos into obliterate, to quote the great franchise. So start button is this guy.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, I don't need to do anything.
No. So that is important though, like so that you know the start button is facing you, so that this is left and that's right.
Okay. You got a crest of royalty.
Yeah. So I only got bronze there. So this tells you, see, look at now, I can already see you twitching. There's bronze, silver, and precious gold. Mm-hmm. And the better you do, the better the medal is.
Okay. Have you? I assume you've seen all the content for this game.
I have, yes. But I don't have my the memory card that has that save. I don't know where it is. It is not lost. It is not lost. It is here. I just have to find it.
It's important.
I have like fucking 13 GameCube memory cards. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Next up, new kingdom has been discovered. That's what I'm talking about. And just like a really well-made platform game, like this stuff happens, where you're just constantly unlocking stuff and hitting that reptilian brain.
Oh yeah.
We all know direct dopamine hit.
Oh, so, okay. So I just pick
any one of those. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do. This is the next one.
Yeah. There you go.
That. Okay, orange.
So remember, tap on the right is to run right, and then to jump is both.
Okay. Oh, I'm already tired.
Here you go. Jump.
No, I should have. Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
Oh, then I jumped my shit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Ah! Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have to jump in a second. I feel like
Probably gonna happen soon.
Ah!
There he is.
Ah!
There he is.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I think so. The fact that they kind of knew what they were asking the player by playing a platform bongo game, like the fact that they don't have lives and they do this scoring system thing, I think is genius. It's the best bridge.
Oh yeah, that actually is kind of cool.
Because like, look, physiologically, there's a difference between you and I. I've played drums for 30 years. You've played drums for no seconds. So I have a huge advantage.
Yeah, it sucks. This is the worst game ever.
That's kind of how I thought that may go. There you go.
Christ almighty. Oh my god. Okay.
Get ready.
Okay.
Here he goes. That rules. That was beautiful. Look at that.
I did good there.
That was gorgeous. That was tremendously awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the next phase here.
Already? Should it be like a break?
No, you don't need
Like
to.
a halftime?
Clap.
Oh no, I haven't even done any clapping
Now,
yet.
so yes, there you go. Clap. Oh God.
Clap.
Now tap. Yep.
Okay.
Now clap.
Clap.
Oh no. Do the one clap.
You know, it helps that I don't have any natural rhythm. Okay.
Wait for it.
Oh,
Yeah. So you speed with the one.
Oh,
and then jump off. Yeah.
All right, that counts.
It didn't. It truly didn't. There you go. And then clap.
Okay.
Okay, so it's this fine, you clap on, and then left to get your momentum, and then double bongos to jump. Clap once. There you go.
Okay. Clap.
You did it. Now run. Okay, not enough.
No,
Fight through it. Yes. Yes. Clap. Well, not into the path of the enemy.
Oh no, not this again.
No.
Brian, this is the worst game ever made.
Oh boy. That one, it's a double bongo. Yeah. There you go. Now the controls, gentle. Tappa. You're floating. Left, right.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Tappa.
All right. Okay, we're okay. Everything's okay.
So do you see those spinning sparkles around you and the numbers counting up?
Yeah.
So that's a combo. That's the most that's the depth and the hook of this game. Is all of the activities you do, clapping, jumping, running, all that stuff. Jump and there you go. Now smash. Got him. So building up that combo is what this game is really all about, and that's how you get the more rare medals in the stages. There you go.
Okay.
You made it. There you go. Smash those jets.
Oh. Oh.
There you go. Clap. Clap on that dude. There you go. Now smash!
Ah! Wait,
you have to clap with it. Yes, now smash. It's a clap smash.
Oh, and I got a boss fight.
Okay. Let's do it.
I'm sure this will go fine.
It'll be just fine. Definitely fight this boss. Okay, start when you're ready. Scruff Rock. All right, here we go. This is all you. So, you see, you figured out? You have to clap up and grab onto him when he comes by using that thing.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
He'll come. Oh, he'll come. Clap. Now, smash.
Yeah!
Yes.
Oh, I almost got it in one fell swoop.
There you go.
Man, I'm really good at this.
You're the best. Kibby, do you have to dodge those? That's a little tricky. Here he comes, I think. You ready? Smash, smash, smash! Oh. Get up there. He's dizzy. Smash! Yes, 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 yes. Ah! Murder that bird.
It's like the bird egg. It's just killing
Murder that
child.
bird's offspring, yeah. You're a Natch. You're just a Natch, dude. Jungle Natch. There it is.
My work here is done.
Yeah, absolutely it is. So I'm going to do this right here, and I'm going to silence our good friend Donkey Kong, and I'm going to do this guy right here. So let's proudly display these bongos here. Natural, right about there. Perfect. So what the fuck was that? I mean, talk me through what you just went through.
Yeah, so first, that is quite a workout. I don't know. You must have had really strong arms in your early 20s.
Well, I put them to a lot of good use. You know what I mean, Bell?
Because that really was kind of taxing, and I went through one level.
Yeah.
With one
No,
boss.
it is like, obviously I'm not kidding when I do have a physiological advantage over you when it comes to this because of the muscle memory of being a drummer.
Yeah, so that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing is, if you would have just told me that I'm going to play a game that involves it's a Donkey Kong-esque platformer with that,
Yeah.
where you have two buttons and clapping at your disposal, I would have said there's no way that can work, and yet it does work. Third, I'm very happy to say that I also wouldn't have guessed that there wasn't a single time when I clapped and it didn't register, or you're hitting the bongos and it doesn't register. So the other stuff part of it, like we did the e-reader stuff, and it's like in the e-reader screwing up, which was not my fault at all. The fault of the device itself.
Definitely.
Never had any of those issues.
That's a fact.
with the
You did
bongos.
not have any issues with these bongos versus the e-reader.
Right, which means that the bongos are really well made.
It's the supreme offering of the two, clearly. Although that's true, though. That's not fair. The fucking GameCube bongos, of course, they're better than the e-reader.
Yeah. So those are my three takeaways, along with a little bit of a disappointment in that this is like one of the premier developers within Nintendo's stable of developers, and they put this game out that's a first party mega franchise game, and I've never heard of it.
It came out in 2005 in the GameCube. The GameCube was all but completely written off by everybody.
Yeah.
The only people that were playing GameCube games back then were fans. So you did in 2005. You did have a GameCube exclusive game launch, a little indie by the name of Resident Evil 4, which was like the last gasp of breath for the GameCube. It did cause the platform to get all kinds of sales and all this good stuff, and then a few months later, this game came out. And then that was kind of it. Like, obviously, the GameCube ended on the promised version of Twilight Princess that should have come out like 4 years earlier in the GameCube's life. But it's a Zelda game. What are you going to do? But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that this game is not as talked about, known about, blah blah blah, because specifically because of that black hole of the game. It's like a double black hole. Because the GameCube itself wasn't very popular or successful, and especially the last couple of years of its life completely. There's a game which I love. It is one of my all-time favorite video games ever. It's called Chibi Robo, and it is like thousands of dollars now because of this. Because of all these end of era GameCube games they're hard to get. They didn't make a lot of them, but they're all like this, just super weird, innovative. Yeah. We have nothing to lose, so let's be as creative as possible. And the thing that I was trying to talk about while we were playing too, that whole combo system, which we really didn't dive into because there quite frankly isn't enough time. Like, I would need to play this game to get good again to be able to show you how that stuff works. And that is like a whole level of depth that requires like precision. And what's so crazy is like the precision that task requires is totally achievable with this thing, and it works functionally perfectly. And it just shows what those geniuses over there can do when there's really low stakes. There's no hand tying, any of that stuff.
When they're free to just do something that they think will be fun.
Yeah, and I do think this game had the benefit of like the bongos already existed. Donkey Konga was not like the huge success that Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all those other things would be a couple years later, but it wasn't like, you know, you knew about that one. Like Donkey Kong was advertised on TV, and there was a time where you could see these in stores pretty regularly.
Oh, I knew about it though from you.
Yeah.
And watching you play the bongos, it's just such a treat.
It's always going to be, to be blatantly honest. And yeah, just the history of this developer going on to do all of the Galaxy stuff. And I again speculate that they went on to do Odyssey, and they've been working on whatever new Mario thing is coming out for the Switch too. So I believe it's Tokyo something. Does it say on here? Team Tokyo? I don't know. Maybe I'm making all of that stuff up. It doesn't matter. Okay. What matters, though, is that I got to share Donkey Kong Jungle Beat with you. Oh, the other thing I want to mention, too. Think of how fucking crazy this is, right? Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Inarguably the game that took the Super Nintendo and put it out of the ditch that Sega put them in.
Yeah.
And then won that market share.
Definitely. Agree.
Then there was no other traditional Donkey Kong Country games from that point until, because the N64 had Donkey Kong 64, which, I'm sorry to break hearts out there, it's a terrible video game. It's just not good. So there, and especially when you compare it to something as good as the original Donkey Kong Country.
Well, but Super Nintendo had the sequels to Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, but they don't. Come on, they really don't matter. Like they don't matter. The Donkey Kong Country 1 was the game that saved them, and then by the time 2 and 3 came out, PlayStation already existed. They were non-starters. And especially 3. 3 came out in 96. Nobody bought it because they'd already moved on. But anyway, my point with this is this was the sequel. Because this is a 2D Donkey Kong game, right? Everything, it's very reminiscent of Country.
It does look like
it. Does its own, but obviously it does its own thing as well. But to take one of your top-selling games of an entire platform and to reimagine that into a game that you play with bongos.
Yeah.
Is fucking nuts. You want to talk about like a risk?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Like, so they took a beloved thing and put this concept to it.
Like taking Mario Odyssey and like making a flute or something. It's like, you're going to play the game with a flute now.
Exactly. Fuck it. We're doing it. You can really make the argument like that RC card that has a little camera on it that they made for the Switch. I think it's called Mario Kart Home Tour Edition.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun little product. But I think that isn't. It's not as outside of the box as what we're talking about.
That's another example, though. Like when you taled about like the Labo and like Nintendo is still doing some of this weird stuff.
They're a toy company. They have been making toys for like
150 years or almost.
Yeah, well, if you consider like Hanafuda cards and like the stuff that they made in the 1800s, like how do you not? They're games, they're toys. Like, but then in the 50s, 60s, 70s, they were just making legit toys. Like just toys, weird toys, like pitching machines and the Ultra Hand and all kinds of weird stuff. So that DNA still exists and it persists. We talked about it in the e-reader episodes. It fucking just jumps out of the screen, so to speak, with these bongos. Yeah. On the Switch, they had the Labo. We talked about that a little bit.
Yep.
But it's one of those dual-edged swords because I absolutely want the Switch 2 to be what the Switch 2 seems like it's going to be, which is. Here's the Switch. Works with all your old Switch stuff.
That is important.
Yeah, and it is 4K and blah, blah, blah. Or we assume it's 4K, but it's better graphics. It's a new Switch. Sure. It's what we all want. That mouse thing that they teased.
Oh, yeah.
That's that little sliver just shining through.
Of innovation.
Yeah. And it might be stupid. It might not ever. It might be the Nintendo HD Rumble, I think, of the Switch was initially an innovative idea. And it was only used like well with 1 or 2 games. There's the IR camera on the Joy-Con that is really only used for Labo. And that's about it.
but that's another thing where it's like we talked about scanning cards, whatever. With an IR camera, you could do like scanning stuff with it, like cards and QR codes or whatever.
Yeah.
And
especially like if they did like cool little reflective, because an IR camera works with reflective stuff. So they can make like a neat thing where you put stickers in. That's actually how Labo works. Like it uses reflective tape in different shapes, and it is read like a QR code.
Okay, so anyway, it's out there. For Daddy here, I don't need any of that because I can't even really conceptualize what it could be. So just give me French vanilla after I've been eating vanilla for 8 years.
It's a slightly different vanilla.
Yeah. So if the Switch 2 is going to be French vanilla, that's just fine by me. But if they want to put out a bongo game, I'll play your bongos, Nintendo. You want to do a new bongo?
I swear to anyone listening right now, if Nintendo released a new set of bongos, upwards of $200, whatever it takes. You give me new bongos, I'll pay whatever it takes.
You just imagine if there's like they do the big announcement, the reveal on April 2nd, right?
And it's just bongos?
No, they do all their other games, Mario Kart, and then the one last thing, and you think it's going to be Zelda or something, and it's
just
bongos.
Jungle Beat.
Right, and it's like all over America, there's like a million people just looking curiously at their screens, and then one individual named Brian is losing his mind.
Yeah, totally. Oh, one can dream and hope. So that's Donkey Kong Jungle Beat on my beloved little Cuberino. It's a wonderful little device, and there's a reason why I have 2 of them in the home, because I need a backup. I need a backup. Hey, I have 3 Dreamcasts, but that's a topic for another discussion. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, head on over to the Spotify if that's your preferred medium. Anything you want to say about this or anything else?
No, this is good. The last several of these that we have done, obscure games, but really you've hit the nail on the head in terms of innovation and kind of quirky stuff. I haven't heard of any of them.
Oh, absolutely.
These have been good episodes.
Couldn't agree any more with you, because anytime I get to break out this weird stuff that I love to share is a good time in this dojo. So thank you so much for watching. Let's sign off on we'll do like that. Yep. Precisely.